Our developers need to pick and use the right text. Many brands are evaluating augmented reality, (AR), and the potential it holds for interacting with those consumers in an immersive and impactful way. It's easy to see why. AR experiences allow brands to integrate content into real-world environments to complement the world of the consumer in a myriad of ways. In fact, a recent report predicted that the global AR market size would increase from $3.33 billion in 2015 to more than $133 billion in 2021. The industry has made great strides in terms of creating AR experiences with animations and objects that seem to exist in the real world. But brands and developers alike continue to struggle in an area where there's also a lot of opportunity: integrating text into these experiences. For example, a car brand could use an AR app to let shoppers simply look at a model on a car lot and see information critical to their buying decision, like price, miles per gallon, horsepower, passenger capacity and more, all in boxes that pop into view around the car. As shoppers walk around the car, new boxes appear, displaying the brand of tires it has, information about the interior and options that can be added. So rather than reviewing all that information at a desk on a piece of paper that the salesperson printed out, the shopper has seen it in real time as they're looking at the car, and likely imagining themselves behind the wheel. Or consider how a cosmetics brand can bring new product testing to life, or how a hotel chain may be able to give a traveler an engaging preview of their hotel room before booking. The options are endless, and AR has a real shot of becoming an essential part of the branding toolkit in the near future. Text in AR is often unclear, hard to read and poorly placed, which can lead to eye strain or nausea. The inherent nature of AR is partially to blame. Backgrounds in AR are often changing, and developers have no control over which objects will appear in the user's field of vision. Furthermore, AR environments are three-dimensional, which means the traditional rules of creating and applying text simply don't apply in the world of AR. Regardless of the challenges, no brand wants a customer, or potential customer, to associate an unpleasant AR experience with their brand message. More importantly, brands should never risk using AR in a way that's inconsistent with their other brand touchpoints. The challenges of text in AR extend beyond legibility and eye strain. Brands that have reach across borders often find that it's hard to scale their text to accommodate other languages, which sometimes have complex rules for text shaping and the connections between letters. As you can imagine, this is a deal breaker for any global business. It limits their ability to scale branding campaigns to new geographies. Finally, text rendering technologies are sometimes designed for specific devices, and aren't able to accommodate different platforms or systems in a smooth or efficient way. This means that customers that don't have the right AR device, whether it's a smartphone, pair of goggles or sophisticated head-mounted device, are unable to enjoy the AR experience, and thus a part of the target audience isn't even able to engage through that touchpoint. The result of all these issues is an experience that's unpleasant, and inconsistent with other touchpoints used to engage consumers, which is a dangerous combination for brands. So if text is so important for branded AR experiences, but few have gotten it right, the next logical question is, how can brands and developers overcome these barriers and effectively implement text in AR? Here are some important considerations. AR experiences are simply another touchpoint for brands to reach their customers, but it's unlike any other touchpoint they've encountered before. It's critical that these experiences be smooth, pleasant and inspiring, in addition to being on-brand, where text likely already plays a critical role. Effective use of text can transform an AR experience from being purely visual and rather limited to one that's informative, educational, inspiring and consistent with the rest of a brand's visual identity. Brett Zucker is the Chief Marketing Officer of Monotype and is responsible for the marketing strategy, the Monotype product portfolio and market demand. Country required. By checking this box, you are confirming you are an adult 18 years or older and you agree to Intel contacting you with marketing-related emails or by telephone. You may unsubscribe at any time. Intel's websites and communications are subject to our privacy notice.